Good afternoon. Today I'm working on a 1993 Lincoln Town Car. The thing I'm dealing with today is is a voltage leak on the battery. I'm finding that if I leave this thing parked for any more than a few days with the battery connected, it won't start because the battery's dead. So yeah, I checked it. I think I'm supposed to have 50 milliamps on a newer car with a lot of electrical stuff. I think I'm getting like 180. Anyways, I'm going to check it again and see what it is. Right off the bat, I'm suspecting it's the air ride suspension because I know when it's been parked before, I could hear the compressor for it running. So I'm thinking that might be. And also, the last time I was messing with this and looking to see what the current was, I could hear something running from inside the cab, something an electrical sound. And I think it was from the passenger side, and I think that's where the control module for the air ride suspension is. So anyways, I'm going to hook this up and go from there. There we go. Let's see, I got this set to 10 amps. So I'm going to just switch this over to 10 amps as well. And let's see here. All right, maybe I will try my other voltmeter. Because I know the last time I did this, I was actually getting something. All right, I'm trying this again with my old voltmeter or my old multimeter. I'm not sure why this one works and the other one doesn't, or why it only works set like this and not on milliamps, but I'm getting 6.16. I don't think it's supposed to be that high. I also notice if I listen closely, I can hear something clicking on and off from inside the car. There, I got the cover off for the power distribution box. And looking at this, let's see. It looks like the fuse for the air ride suspension would be this third one right here. And then my relay would be this one here. And I'm thinking this is my problem. I saw another video where an owner of a 93 Lincoln was dealing with air ride suspension problems. I think he replaced the compressor and he also had the controller replaced, only to find out that it was the the relay that was not working. So anyways, I'm going to just pull this fuse and then check this again and just see if I hear that clicking coming on when I make that connection and see if that's the problem, because I'm thinking that's probably it. Normally what I would be doing at this point is just kind of going through these one by one, pulling each one and and checking it to see if that fixes it, but I'm just going to jump ahead and do what I think is wrong with it. All right, there we go. I pulled that fuse. I guess I could have ran the video for that, but I don't know if you guys want to watch me messing around with pliers. It's bad enough doing this, but anyways, let's see here. See if we hear anything. Huh, that sucks. Okay. Huh, why is that? Well, I'm gonna have to figure out what's making that clicking sound and probably put this fuse back in. Let's see here. Anyways, I'll shut this off. Let's see, my clicking noise when I disconnect and connect the battery seems to be coming from this box here underneath the dash, or it's right behind the glove box pretty much. And from what I understand is it should be for the air ride suspension. But anyways, I tried disconnecting these wires, but they're the black one's kind of stuck in there pretty good. So I'm gonna have to actually pull this damn thing out to get it unplugged, because I can't really, it's kind of tough to reach in there. So I'm gonna have to figure out how this thing works and if it's supposed to be clicking every time I get power on the car. There I'm back working on my my Lincoln Town Car. I did some looking online, and I guess that blue box that's under the dash isn't for the air ride. That's actually for the it's for the air. Or not, pardon me. It's not for the air ride. It's actually for the airbag. So that's not my problem. And I guess it's quite normal for these cars for the air ride compressor to come on about an hour after you shut it off. I guess it does kind of a final level. So anyways, so that's not my problem. So I guess the next thing I need to do is still using, yeah, the other thing I found out is that it usually takes for about an hour after you shut it off for everything to kind of settle and it kind of get back down to what it should be drawing. So it looks like it's been parked for an hour now. I'm still getting, like you saw there, 0.15 amps, so that's still way too much. So I'm going to have to start doing is, I guess, pulling my fuses and just see which one it is. One thing they said to look for is like aftermarket things that have been put on, and I think that's what I got there. So I think I'm going to start with this. I'm not sure what this is, but I'm going to take that out and then see if I got what I have here. Okay, that's interesting. That's down to... Oops. Nope, never mind. Okay, that's probably not it. Looks like it's using 0.2 there. So it might be part of a problem, but I don't think that's all the problem. So I'm going to have to go back through the rest of it and figure out what else is taking so much. But anyways, I'm going to take the cover off and then just start taking the fuses out. Okay, the first three are for trailer towing, so I took those out. I put this one here back in, just as a reference, I guess. So check these, and okay, yeah, that's 0.15, so that's not it. So I guess the next one would be, let's see, my next one is for the air ride. So I'm going to pull this one, but I think I pulled this one last time and it didn't make any difference. I'm going to do that one again and just see. Okay, that's 0.15 again. Okay, that's no difference, so that's not it. I'll put that one back in and then pull out another one. Keep doing this until I figure out which one it'd be. Alright, this is weird. I've reached my last one, or not the last one, the second last one. Actually, I already tried this one. But I tried this one, and this is for the, it says it's for the airbag. So this should be it, but still getting 0.15 amps, and I still hear that airbag module clicking. So I'm not sure where it gets its power from, but it's doing something. Anyways, I guess the next thing to do is probably put this one back in and start pulling these last ones, my big ones. Let's do that. All right, I think I found it. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, now we're down to 0.07. That's almost in the range we need to be. And the fuse that I took out is this last one. That is the, let's see, it's a 50 amp red, and it says lamps, which kind of makes sense. I mean, I think usually when you have a battery drain, it's often because of a light being left on. But what I find weird is that when I'm not hearing that that box that's supposedly for the airbag, so I'll have to look into that and try to figure what the hell that is, because it must be something for the lamps instead. Doesn't make sense it'd be airbag. But yeah, it's only 0.07, so that's pretty much in the range I need. So if I disconnect this one, which is what the previous owner had put in, I'm not sure what this is for. I think I get it right down to where it's supposed to be. Okay, now we're at 0.04, which is in the right range. So I'm going to have to do some digging and try to figure out what is drawing power off my lamp circuit. Let's see how this goes. There, I'm back again on my Lincoln. I looked at some videos on how to do this right, and I guess the best thing to do would be to keep all this connected. So I got some jumper wires connected to my amp meter, or my multimeter. So yeah, I guess last time I figured out that it was the this 50 amp here that is causing my issue. So I'm just going to pull that and confirm it again. 0.05, which is pretty much where it should be. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this back in again. Let's see here. Like that. Yeah. Back up to 12. Anyways, I've got the wiring diagram for this in my car. I accidentally ordered the 94 instead of the 93. But anyways, if I find, what page is it on? Here it is. Yeah, if I find that fuse, which is the lamps, and I follow this 38, it takes me all the way over to the interior fuse panel, and it looks like it's connected to a 1 and a 15. So I'm going to go into the car and pull both of those and see what happens. I think for that I'll use my smaller one. And I guess one thing I should be doing when I do this is to disconnect my interior lights by putting tape over this, but I tried doing that, but I couldn't get anything to stick because that's got a pretty decent spring in it on this car. So anyways, I'm going to pull 1 and 5, 1 and 10 and see what happens. All right, there's fuse number 1 pulled. And it's down a little bit, but not as much as it should be. It should be down to 0.05 like I showed earlier. So I'm going to put that other one back in and then see what happens when I pull number 10. All right, I'm going to pull number 10 here and just see how much of a difference this makes. Let's see, that's this one right here. Oh, can you see that? There you go. Pull that one out. Set it in there. Grab my light because I got to shut the door. And what are we at? We're still at 13. Oh, that's weird. I might have to go back and try to figure out what else is on that fuse. Because number 1 made a little bit of a difference, but not much. There should only be the 2 things on it. So anyways, oops, my camera's upside down. There we go. There, I've got both fuses 1 and 10 pulled. And I'm getting 0.11 amps. So really there shouldn't be anything else on here. But I might have to go through this again and figure out what I'm missing. Because it looks like it changes by 0.02 amps when I take out number 1 and nothing by number 10. So I'm going to have to go through here and see what are on each one and figure out what am I missing. All right, I think I have it now. It looks like 38, the one on that 50 amp fuse, also connects to this jumper wire that connects onto another bar. And the thing on the other bar is another there's number 17 amp, or 17 fuse, which is for the air suspension, interior illumination, etc. So I'm going to pull 17 and see if that makes any difference. All right, I pulled number 17, and now I'm down to 0.06, which is kind of almost right on the range of where it should be. It should be actually 0.05 or 50 milliamps, but 6 is all right. Anyways, I need to figure out what is drawing that much power off of that number 17. So that'll be the next thing I need to figure out with this. It looks like I can only load so many video clips onto my editing software, so I'm going to have to probably cut this one off here and do a part 1 and part 2 later. Actually, I should probably cut it off as well, because if my videos are left on my phone too long, they get automatically deleted and put into my archive, and then I can't retrieve them. So yeah, okay, anyways, stay tuned for part 2, and hopefully I get this figured out so my battery doesn't keep going dead.